session proper, I would like to ask, can we please kindly put our phones on silence, or make sure that it's nowhere near the virtual session? And that quickly said, let's move on to take the pledge as Nigerians that we are. I'm going to ask that I lead that while we go with me on mute. So, Madam IPP, your screen went off. I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, to serve Nigeria with all my strength, to defend our unity and uphold our honor and glory. So help me God. I would like to ask that we jointly echo the Toastmasters promise, just to remind ourselves of why we are here. Our mission, again, is to make sure that we empower individuals to be more effective communicators and leaders. And part of that is our promise as a member of the Toastmasters Club. So I would like to encourage each and every one of us to recite this and mean it as well. As a member of Toastmasters International and my club, I promise to attend all club meetings regularly, to prepare all of my projects to the best of my ability, basing them on the Toastmasters education program, to prepare for and fulfill meeting assignments, to provide fellow members with helpful, constructive evaluations, to help the club maintain the positive, friendly environment for all members to learn and grow, to serve my club as an officer when called upon to do so, to treat my fellow club members and our guests with respect and courtesy, to bring guests to club meetings so they can see and experience the benefits of Toastmasters membership offers, to adhere to the guidelines and rules for all Toastmasters education and recognition programs, and to act within Toastmasters' core values of integrity, respect, service, and excellence during the conduct of all Toastmasters activities. Thank you, everyone. We will be testing our commitment to some of these promises on this call. So when we get to table topic, please engage as much as possible throughout the duration of the meeting. That's the only way we get to really experience the benefit of being a member of Toastmasters International and this particular club. That said, it gives me great pleasure to then turn over the meeting to our dear president for our opening remarks. Please, if we have a bio, that would be great. She's known as the Queen of Smiles because she loves smiling. She just smiles from here to here every single moment of the day. Very charismatic, a joy and a pleasure to be around. Please join me in welcoming to the virtual lectern the president of LEARNTOR Toastmasters Club, our very own Toastmaster, Elizabeth Iwoha. Over to you, Madam President.
Thank you most kindly, Toastmaster Olushola. Please confirm I'm being heard. I know you can see me, but please confirm I'm being heard. Thank you. Jolly good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and our esteemed guests. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. And welcome to the second meeting in the month of April at LEARNTOR Toastmasters Club. We appreciate you for being here. I'd like to especially recognize the presence of the president of Seaside Toastmasters Club, who is here with us. Good afternoon, Mr. President. Distinguished members here present, Mr. Chidi, immediate past president, and every other member present here. Good afternoon and welcome. Toastmaster Lushala, let me say this on behalf of the members of the club. Happy wedding anniversary. Coincidentally, you happen to be the SAA at this meeting on the 21st of April, the day you're celebrating your 21st wedding anniversary. Please, can we just appreciate this, Master Olushala, our Assistant Vice President. Congratulations, this Master Olushala. Congratulations and happy wedding anniversary. Now, to the theme of today's meeting, finding happiness. I'd like to begin with a quote of Stephen Maraboli, who says that happiness is not the absence of problems, it is the ability to deal with them. So many times in our lives as adults, we continually search for happiness. But then, I want to ask us, where exactly are we looking for this happiness? I'll tell us a short story of a lady I know who had challenges going to further her education in the university. Coincidentally, she got someone who was willing to support her, and the person sponsored her education. But the person told her that where she was going to, the country she was going to, she wasn't going to work while schooling, so it means you're just going to school. This was a challenge for her family to let her go. Why? Because they were concerned about how will you survive. You would not be happy over there, knowing you do not have a means of survival, and we cannot afford this. The lady took the bold step and decided to go for this journey, saying she would make a way. The major thing is for her to get the degree. She got there. Just a year after she got there, her sponsor lost the means of getting money to support her. What did she do? She knew she had to finish up to be happy and make her people happy. She decided to look for means around her to say, how can I survive? How can I finish my school? How can I end up being a happy person that I want to be? She looked around her and the challenges that were around her. One, there were a lot of persons that could not get airtime. She started the business of selling airtime. She said, okay, I could send out clothes down from there to Nigeria and use the little gain to help myself in school. She did this. She had to volunteer in organizations just to make her keep herself away from the fact that there were challenges around her, just to be happy with what she was doing. This lady I am speaking to you about left the school as the second best graduate in her department. She came back home and decided to explore. She found happiness in the midst of those challenges. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, I am not talking to you about a lady that is far away from you. I am talking to you about a lady that is sitting, that you are looking at in front of your camera. Now, why did I bring this up? There are times where we begin to look outwardly for the things that would make us happy, when we can look inwardly. Like Stephen said, happiness is not the absence of challenges, but it is the ability to conquer it. Whatever it is that you're searching for as what makes you happy, look inward that challenge and bring out the best from yourself. You are the happiness you're searching for. Search no further. You have everything that would make you happy. So again, I say, welcome to this meeting. Search no further for happiness. find it within you. I found happiness within me in the abilities of the things I can do. You can also find happiness within you. Welcome to LEARNTOR Toastmasters second meeting. Thank you very kindly. I am not going to keep us for so long. To take us through to the order for this meeting to commence, we have someone whom in Toastmaster we call the Toastmaster of the Day, popularly known as the MC of every event. We're going to have the MC come out to anchor this meeting. And who is our MC for today's meeting? Our MC is one lady who I know as a go-getter. She loves to learn. She loves to volunteer. She loves to serve. Currently serving as the Sergeant at Arms of LEARNTOR Toastmasters Club. Toastmaster, she joined Toastmasters about 5 years ago, if I am not mistaken. But this is a jolly good fellow whom you would love to see on your screen. Please, can I have the bio of our SAA? And if I am not having it, I would like to just call her up to the virtual lantern to take charge of this. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, please let's make welcome to the virtual lantern, our SAA, our Toastmaster of the Day for today's meeting, Toastmaster Salamat Yakubu, the ever-smiling one. Toastmaster Salamat, the virtual lantern is yours.
Thank you so very kindly, Madam President, for the warmth of your introduction. A jolly good afternoon to our esteemed Toastmasters and guests. I'm thrilled to be back here today and welcome to another session of engagement, growth, inspiration, and friendship in LEARNTOR Toastmasters. My role as a Toastmaster of the Day is akin to the MC of today's engagement, and I would be facilitating and leading us through this meeting today. Our theme is finding happiness. It's important for us to reflect and know what makes us happy. By shifting our focus from what we lack to what we have can help us uncover a profound sense of fulfillment. As Madam President has said, happiness is not the absence of challenge, but our ability to deal with it makes us better and supports our growth process. The Toastmaster engagement meeting typically is segmented into 3 parts. The first part is the prepared speech, where the members will come and deliver speeches they've prepared for in advance. The second segment is the table topic segment, where members and guests are called up extemporaneously to deliver speech off the cuff. The importance of this segment, it enables us to articulate our thoughts on our feet and help us become better speakers. The third part is the table topic. The third part is the evaluation segment. The evaluation segment is important because we are being evaluated on how we speak, and our feedback is applied for our growth and continuous improvement. Without much ado, I'll be calling on the general evaluator who will be assessing our performance throughout this meeting to give us their feedback, and we'll be applying it in subsequent engagement. So I'll be calling up on the general evaluator, TM Ibrahim Ajani, a dedicated Toastmaster and the supportive Toastmaster. And I do not have its bio, so over to you, General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Salamatu. My name is Ibrahim Ajani. I am a registered surveyor. I'm a member of Seaside Toastmasters Club, and I love playing chess, I love football, and I love watching sitcoms. And that is my bio. It's a pleasure to be among wonderful Toastmasters here at LEARNTOR Toastmasters Club. Toastmaster Lizzie, thank you for inviting me into your wonderful club. Toastmaster Mercy, Madam Immediate Past President, it's an honor to be here among you today. My role today is that of the general evaluator. At Toastmasters meeting, we take evaluation very seriously because we're very, very interested in improving ourselves, not just as speakers, but also as organizers of great club meetings. And because of this, evaluation is very important. We like to improve. But at Toastmasters, we rely on teamwork to get things done. So this evaluation that I'm talking about is not something that I will be doing alone. I have a team of role players that will be helping me in doing this evaluation. The first person I will be introducing to the lecture today will be playing the role of the timer. And that role will be played by Madam Immediate Past President, someone who is a dynamic lady, well-spoken and well-known. Toastmaster Mercy George Igbafe. If I can have a bio put up shortly, I would love to read it before I bring that to the virtual lecture.
Give me 1 second, please.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you very much. Toastmaster Mercy George Igbafe, aka Africa's Tech Doctor, is a founder of LEARNTOR. She's a luminary tech professional, keynote speaker, agile coach, trainer, STEM and DE&I advocate. She's a certified trainer and tech consultant with expertise in agile, Scrum, business analysis, data analytics, and digital marketing. She is renowned for helping organizations achieve success through data-driven decision-making to increase productivity, efficiency, with agile adoption, with sales, and maximize ROI through cutting-edge digital solutions that propels businesses and individuals to new heights. Toastmaster Mercy joined Toastmaster in the year 2020. She is the current immediate past president of the club. In 2024, our primary focus is rededication to Almighty God, who is our source. She is a JCI senator and astute Toastmaster committed to mentoring and personal development and growth. Our favorite quote is, "True greatness is not in being great, but in the ability to make others great." A quote by Reverend Chris Okotie. Our value is mercy, which means mastery, empathy, resilience, collaboration, and yearning for excellence. With a resounding applause, join me in welcoming to the lectern Toastmaster Mercy George Igbafe.
Thank you so much. Our general evaluator, finding happiness. Very powerful theme. A very, very powerful theme for today. Please confirm that you can see my virtual screen as I've been rightly introduced.
Yes, we can see your screen, ma'am.
Fellow Toastmasters, guests here present, distinguished Toastmaster present, DTM Chidi Chukudumadi. I celebrate and I honor you today for all being here. The key to being happy is knowing you have the power to choose what to accept and what to let go. I'll say that again. This is Dodinsky's quote. The key to being happy is knowing that you have the power to choose what to accept and what to let go. Anyway, one thing that is a common denominator with all of us is time. Time surely waits for nobody. As the timer for today, I'll be helping to reel out my responsibility on the use of time. They say time waits for no one. And indeed, it doesn't wait for anyone. So I'll raise my hand throughout the speeches so that you'll be able to see that my timing is flashing on the screen. Time you enjoy wasting is not time wasted. That's according to Matthew Thrall Curtin. Now, for the table topics discussion or response to the extemporaneous speaking, it will require you to use 2 minutes. At 1 minute, let me just change that quickly. At 1 minute, you're going to have me flash the green virtual background. And at 1 minute, 30 seconds, you'll see the yellow. And at 2 minutes exactly, you're going to see the red. Don't panic. I must iterate this. Do not panic. Why? Because you still have 30 seconds to wrap up. The same applies to the prepared speeches, which is 5 to 7 minutes. If it's 7 minute speech, at 5 minutes, a repeat of the same green. At 6 minutes, a repeat of the same yellow. And at 7 minutes, you're going to see a repeat of the same red. The same applies. Do not panic. Do not be frenzied. You still got time. And time is your friend. 30 seconds to wrap up. As I wrap up today's session, the theme, which is finding happiness. Buddha says, the trouble is you think you have time. We really don't have time. Your happiness is in your hand. Find it. Do not let anybody alter what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy and be kind to other people. Over to you, the general evaluator.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Mercy George Igbafe. Time is your friend. Time waits for nobody. Time is important. She has explained to us the use of the green card, the yellow card, the red card as it pertains to the table topic session and also as it pertains to the prepared speech section. So I'm looking forward to you playing your role efficiently, Toastmaster Mercy George Igbafe. The next person I'll be bringing on as my role player is Toastmaster Liz Iwoha, the Queen of Smiles, Madam President. And before I bring her onto the lectern, I would like to read her bio. So if we can have that put up, that would be nice. Thank you. Toastmaster Elizabeth Iwoha joined Toastmasters in 2021. She is the current president of LEARNTOR Toastmasters Club. She is the co-chair finance committee for Division F. Her primary focus for 2024 is to live healthy lifestyle. She is intentional about family, career, and personal growth, and most of all, live soft life pro max. When she comes to the lectern, she will be explaining what soft life pro max is. However, our favorite quote is, "The world is full of good people. If you cannot find one, be one." What a wonderful quote. And the quote is by Mother Teresa. With a resounding applause, join me in welcoming to the lectern, the Queen of Smiles, Toastmaster Liz Iwoha.
Thank you very kindly, Mr. GE. Please confirm I'm being heard.
Loud and clear.
Okay, thank you. And good afternoon once again, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Before I define what my role is all about, like the GE said, what is soft life romance? It's simple. Enjoy life, celebrate yourself, take yourself out, and please live healthy. That is soft life romance. Thank you. Now back to what my role is for today's meeting. My role as the counter is simple. There are things that make our communication not so acceptable by other people. And these are what we call filler words. When you're speaking, it is expected that as a speaker, sometimes you take a pause and smile. That way, you have been able to use pause filler words like and so, those are pause filler words. Avoid them simply by smiling and taking a pause. At the end of this meeting, I'll be coming back to know those who have been masters in avoiding pause filler words. That's my role for this meeting, and it's back to you, the general evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam President. Soft life from Max is to enjoy life, celebrate yourself, and live healthy. Pause, smile, don't use filler words. I'll add that to the definition of soft life from Max. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Liz. And with that, we've heard from our accountant. The next role player I'll be introducing to the lectern is our grammarian. Our grammarian for today is one of the most dynamic and consistent and hardworking Toastmaster I have ever met. She is a distinguished Toastmaster. Her name is Toastmaster Chidi Chukwudi Madu. And before I bring her on to the virtual lectern, I would like for us to pull up a bio so I can read it.
Please give me a moment. I have to find it. They are cleared the other ones.
Okay, I'll wait. Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Mercy. Now, Toastmaster Chidi Chukwudi Madu is a distinguished Toastmaster, a remarkable honor at Toastmaster, which is quite difficult to earn. Her hobby and interests include volunteering, movies, dance, and combat sports. Combat sports. That's interesting. Her favorite quote is, "People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." That's a very nice quote. She asked the question, "Why Toastmaster?" And she responded, "Why not Toastmasters?" Toastmasters unlocked her voice, faded her fears, and made Kaizen our greatest story. With a resounding applause, join me in welcoming to the lectern, distinguished Toastmaster Chidi Chukwudi Madu.
Thank you, boss. My staff knows.
You're currently
Thank you most graciously, Mr. General Evaluator. I'm trying to just put off my other device so that there's little echo. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, today I will be serving as the grammarian as introduced by the General Evaluator. Who is a grammarian? What's the role of a grammarian? My role today is to serve as the language evaluator. I will keep watch on how we use our English language. I'll watch out for words that create a flutter in my student. I will also watch out for not so good use of the word, the English language, the King's language, with that words or phrases. The second part of my role today is to introduce the word of the day. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, it was Ludwig Wittgenstein, an Australian philosopher, who had said that a new word is like a fresh seed sown on the ground of the discussion. What this means is you need to grow as an individual. And how can you find happiness if you're not growing? One way to grow is to do what? Learn new words and infuse these words into your vocabulary. For today, the word of the day is mathful. Mathful. Can everyone please unmute and say mathful?
Mathful.
Mirthful. That's M-I-R-T-H-F-U-L. M-I-R-T-H-F-U-L. Mirthful. And this is a word that belongs to the word class of adjectives. It means full of joy, merry, or cheerful. The word mirthful found its way into the dictionary in the 16th century, and since then has been consistently used by lovers of language. It's been used by thought leaders. It's been used by philosophers. Mirthful was introduced into English language in the 15th century and became popular in the 16th century. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, what are synonyms of mirthful? Joyful, jolly, gleeful. So please feel free to use the word mirthful or any of its synonyms. If I want to use this word in a sentence, how do I do it? I could say, the mirthful laughter of Toastmaster Elizabeth creates a warm, positive feeling in the hearts of everyone around her. Toastmaster Mercy has a mirthful disposition that brightens everyone's day. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, I encourage you to use this word throughout the course of today's meeting and challenge yourself after this meeting to use this word in your engagement with people at home, at work, at school, anywhere. Because this is what would distinguish you as a person who is dedicated to continuous improvement. I'll return towards the end of the meeting upon the request of the general evaluator that will give feedback on how you have used this word and King's language in general. I want to challenge everyone on this floor. Let us strive to use those words at least 20 times in the meeting. 20 times. I know we can do it. So let's go for it. And back to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Chide Chukwudemadu, for that mirthful manner in which you introduced your role. The word of the day, mirthful, is something I'm hearing for the first time. Thank you for the novelty. That's wonderful. And also thank you for mentioning the Australian philosopher Ludwig Wittgenstein. That shows that you are actually well-read. Well done, man. So, I would like to bring on the next role player. And our next role player is the listening evaluator. Our listening evaluator for today is Toastmaster Clementina. And before I bring on Toastmaster Clementina to the virtual lectern, I would like to also bring up a bio so I can read up the file. Okay. Toastmaster Clementina Otabo, our listening evaluator for today. She is a seasoned sales and marketing expert with a renowned FMCG company. She's a member of LEARNTOR Toastmasters Club. She currently serves as the club's Vice President Education. Our primary focus is to establish meaningful connections, live happy, and share happiness. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. A quote by Ellen Keller, that's a favorite quote. And with a resounding applause, join me in welcoming to the lectern, Toastmaster Clementina Otabo. Team Clementina, the lectern is yours.
Thank you very kindly, our GE. It is with mirthful spirit that I'll be introducing my role today. I'm very excited to be playing the role of the listening evaluator. And while you read my bio, it re-echoed the theme of today's meeting, which speaks to being happy. Happiness. Happiness means a whole lot to me. I love to share happiness and live happily. And do you know that you can actually be very, very happy. You can be a very happy person if you listen very well. Let me tell you how that will work. If you listen very well or you improve on your listening skills, you would avoid a lot of cases of confusion and misunderstanding. And if we are able to apply our listening skills to our daily life, trust me, our happiness quotient would increase because we would not be experiencing cases of misunderstanding and would be very happy and relate very well with others. Now, to introduce my role as the listening evaluator for today, I'll be listening to the meeting, I'll be listening to the discussions and also observing the happenings in the meeting. And my role is to help ensure that all members and guests present pay keen attention to the meeting. At the end of the meeting today, I would come back and ask us questions to test how well we have used our 2 ears and our 2 eyes in today's session. Thank you very kindly and see you soon. Back to you, our General Evaluator, Toastmaster Ibrahim.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Clementina Otabo, for that wonderful explanation of your role. Now I know that one of the keys to happiness is listening very well. And with that knowledge, I intend to pay attention throughout today's meeting. Thank you very much. I'd like us to give the quartet of powerful women that will be playing that will be assisting me in evaluating the meeting a round of applause, please. Thank you very much. Now, back to me, recapping my role, I will evaluate each participant on the meeting program and look for examples of preparation, organization, delivery, enthusiasm, observation, and performance of duties. And at the end of the meeting, together with my team, I will give my report. It's been a wonderful moment here. And with that, I'll be returning the control of the meeting back to our delectable Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Salamatu Yakubu.
Thank you very kindly, General Evaluator TM Ibrahim. Thank you for your mirthful disposition while you were presenting. And it's time for us to, as TM Clem said, listening kinds of helps us to find happiness, because when we listen, we understand people, we understand ourselves, and we are able to be on a common ground. So let's reflect on the journey of self-discovery and personal growth that leads us to true happiness through our speeches, evaluation, interaction. Let's cultivate gratitude and fulfillment together. So without much ado, we'll be moving on to the table topic segment. So to facilitate this, I'll be calling on the table topic master in the person of TM Abdulkadir Sharif. Please, TM Mercy, kindly display his profile.
Sorry, test us all the day. Is that something you asked for?
Yes, please. Kindly share the profile of the table topic master, TM Sharif.
Oh, my apologies. Sorry, I just stepped away for a moment. TM Sharif. It's coming in a few seconds.
Okay, TM Mercy, I have it here now. TM Sharif is a dedicated and amiable Toastmaster, committed and very supportive of the Toastmaster community. He joined Toastmaster International January 2024, and currently he holds no office. His primary focus for the year is maintaining fitness and living his best life. His favorite quote is, "Success is the result of perfection, hard work, learning from failure, loyalty, and persistence," by Colin Powell. Our amiable Sheriff, over to you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters of the day. Please confirm you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, awesome. So for the record, I am grateful to be here, and I trust that we are all happy to be here as well. So once again, good afternoon, dear Toastmasters and esteemed guests. Today, I'll be stepping into the role of your table topics master and serve as your guide through the maze of impromptu speaking. You can also call me your Chief Happiness Officer, because I'll be here to grant your wishes for laughter and heartwarming moments. Now, for those of us wondering what a table topic master does when tasked with not Herculean task, but when tasked with, oh, the sound is low. Oh, okay. So how about now?
We can hear you.
Please let me know if I'm more audible.
We can hear. I can hear you. I can hear you.
I can hear you clearly too.
Okay.
Yes,
awesome.
please.
So for those of us wondering what the table topics master does when tasked with finding happiness, since that's the theme of the meeting, you can picture me as your happiness architecture, one who crafts questions that spark nostalgic and heartwarming moments. So my goal for today will be to fill the room with warmth, positivity, and also leave us with a huge smile on our faces at the end of the day. So that's a summary of what I'll be doing today. So by show of hands, can you let me know who is ready to join me on this happiness-filled adventure? Just a show of hands. Okay. So I'll be asking interesting questions around happiness, and I encourage us all to please unmute and share with us moments where you have at one point or the other felt, okay, all right. Thank you, Toyin. Share with us moments where you have felt happy and moments where you felt you felt really happy with yourself. And yeah, so I'll just dive right into it. But before I start, please note that you have between 1 to 2 minutes to take up a question. I have 10 questions here, and I'll be expecting volunteers, both Toastmasters and guests as well. But I'd expect Toastmasters to begin. So I think I would like to call on 3 Toastmasters and 2 guests. So I have 10 questions here, and you can just pick from 1 to 10. So I'll be expecting Toastmasters to come up and select questions from numbers 1 to 10. So yeah, let's dive right into it. Okay, so you can just unmute. You can just unmute if you'd want to speak. Okay, I can see Stephanie.
Okay, I'm sorry, some people have their hands up already.
Yeah.
Let's call it for him. He might not be seeing it because he's busy with other stuff. This is a Clem.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay, so I can see Stephanie Oguchi, you have your hands raised. I want to believe you're a Toastmaster, right?
Yeah, no, this is my first time here.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you for taking up the bold step. I would have expected a Toastmaster to start with us, but it's fine. We will.
There's a
We
Toastmaster.
also have someone else.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I can't see. Please, can you help me?
There's Toastmaster.
Okay, let me go first. Then Stephanie will go second.
Gal Zachary.
Okay. I'm not sure I can hear you.
So you have two Toastmasters who have indicated. You have Toastmaster Ogona and you have Toastmaster Galal.
So
any of them can go first.
Go first, then the guest can go second.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so hi, Toastmaster Ogona. Thank you for taking the step. So we have 10 questions. So can you just let me know which of these questions you would like to pick so I read it out for you?
So let me go for question number 2.
Okay, awesome. Right. Question number 2. Can you share a moment when you turned a negative situation into a positive one? And how did this contribute to your overall happiness? I'll say that again.
Yeah.
Can you share a moment when you turned a negative situation into a positive one? And how did it contribute to your overall happiness?
Okay, thank you, Toastmasters and guests. So for me, my name is Toastmaster Ugonayao, for those who don't know. And changing a negative situation to a positive situation is something I have done severally in the past. And how I do it, it's by just changing my mind about it or just trying to look at the brighter side. Like I said, it happened severally. One that easily came to my mind was during my days serving during NYSC. It was quite stressful and I felt sick. When I felt sick, it was bad that I was admitted to the hospital for about 2 weeks. But while I was in the hospital, I found out that, well, I wasn't going to work. The work was quite stressful and the community was stressful. I got attention. When I finished, I got VIP treatments. NYSC said I could rest if I wanted to. And I was like, oh God, I should have fallen sick earlier during camp and all that. So it was a very negative situation, but it turned out positive because I freed up a lot of my time to learn some certain skills and to improve myself, which helped me during that period. Although I was sick, but I found lots of time on my hand, which was a challenge at the time. So I think the way to do it is while we are looking at the struggles we have and while we are looking at it the way it is now, it's always important to look at the brighter side of it. There is always a positive thing to take, and for me, that is changing it to a very positive and happy moment. I'm sorry I can't see the timer, but that is fine from me. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sheriff.
Mr. Sheriff, in case you're speaking, you need to unmute.
Yeah.
Hello, Toastmaster Sheriff. Are you there? I think we lost Toastmaster Sheriff.
He's back in now.
Okay. So, okay, he's back.
Yes, apologies for that. I had to switch my network because I was battling with network issues. Please confirm you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you, Toastmaster Sheriff.
Okay. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ogonna, for that wonderful speech. So I think Toastmaster Ajani raised his hand up, right? Sorry, Galal. Okay. Toastmaster Galal has his hand raised, and I think that okay, awesome. Hi,
Yeah.
Toastmaster Galal. Please confirm
Yes,
you can hear me.
I just can't hear very well, Toastmaster Sheriff, and I need to see also the timer.
Okay.
Timer.
I'll raise my hand so you can see me. My hand is
Thank
raised.
you. Yeah, and
Yeah.
if you could raise your voice, please, or write in the chat, because I can't hear your voice, Toastmaster Sheriff.
Toastmaster Sheriff, move closer to your mic.
Okay.
I can hear everybody else,
I will do that.
but your voice is far away.
Okay. Hi, Bauna. Is this better?
Yeah, it is better. Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
you
awesome.
put me in a mirthful mood.
Okay, that's good.
That's good.
Mirthful 20 times.
Oh my.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have questions 1 to 10, except questions 2, which has been taken. So please make your pick.
Choose a number.
Yes, please choose a number 1 to 10.
7 makes me mirthful.
Okay, we'll go for 7 then. Describe a place or activity that always brings a smile to your face, no matter how challenging your day has been. I'll take that again.
Yeah, can you say it slow?
Describe a place or activity that always brings a smile to your face, no matter how challenging your day has been.
I'm always mirthful for the past 80 years. I've gone through terrible disasters because I used to try and attract girls, and by being good at sports and telling jokes. And I failed many, many times in geochemistry, political science. And then this bombshell came to the university. All the boys and the teachers were running after her. We didn't have social media at the time, and the 3 fastest ways of spreading news were telephone, telegram, and tell a girl. So I went to her best friend. I said, I'm madly in love with your friend, but please don't tell her. And since then, I've been leading a mirthful life for the rest of our lives. Today, after taking 6 Egyptian pounds per month doing my military service, she got me to go into a 3rd university and a 4th university to teach in America. They don't know English in America. And today, my hourly rate is $500, all because I used to tell jokes and because I owe my life to my wife. We're talking about listening. My mother used to tell me, Galal, God gave you 2 ears and 1 tongue so that you could listen twice as much as you speak. And that's how I attracted my girlfriend. There's a song on YouTube, I'm strong, I'm sure, I'm in control. But when it comes to her, I'm a little child, I'm a feather in the wind. Please watch To Fadia with Love from Galal Zaki on YouTube. I could go on and on. She got me to extract a wisdom tooth that was perfectly healthy to encourage her to have hers extracted. She wakes me up at 3 o'clock in the morning and asks me if I'm thirsty. If I make a mistake and say no, she's going to say thank you very much, and she'll frown in my face for the rest of the day. That means go and get me water. I owe my life to my wife. I'm writing my book. I am, because of my wife, journey to a happy life. I can't see the timer. I'm mirthful and I can go on and on, but thank you very much. Back to you.
Wow, that was truly
I can't see the timer.
Speech.
You are within time.
Thank you
so much. Yeah, please tell my wife, I'm mirthful. I'm mirthful. Thank you.
Nobody's going to win that word today.
What a wonderful presentation.
Wow. that was so profound. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for dropping that. Thank you so much, Tingala.
Thank you.
Okay. We have TMS's hand up.
I'm your timer. That's why my hand is up. I'm being mirthful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Then I guess we'll have to move to Stephanie. Okay, we have TM Clementina hand up. Hi, TM Clementina. Please, you can unmute and pick a question.
Point of order.
We still have
table topics master. Point of order. Sorry.
We still have Stephanie though.
Correct.
So we've had
2 Toastmasters. We can take a guest.
Okay. So we'll go with Stephanie now. Okay. Hi, Stephanie.
Hello.
Yeah. So can you pick a question? So questions 2 and 7 have been taken. So you can pick any other excluding those.
Okay, I pick 4. Question number 4.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. And what's cultivated?
I can't hear you.
Okay, I'll say that again. So I said, how do you define happiness in your own life? And what steps do you take to cultivate it regularly?
Well, I will start with, I thought my happiness is based on money at first. But when I started growing up, when I started meeting people, I learned from someone that it's not really money that defines happiness. It's you having your loved ones that are intentional about you. And also you being in the place of you can give love and you can also receive love. So I think, please repeat that question again.
Okay, how do you define happiness in your own life? And what steps do you take to cultivate it regularly?
Okay. Well, I define happiness as these small little things that I do to make sure I'm happy. That is not based on finances. It's not based on whatever people say around me. So, and the step I take over it to make sure I'm happy, that I maintain this happy energy, is by being careful over what I hear, over the negative words I hear. Try to maintain this happy person I am, maintain the happy energy that I always try my best to conserve. So I try my best not to allow people with negative mindset towards my space. And by doing that, I'm able to save my own mental health and also maintain my happiness. Also doing things that I enjoy or things that I love doing. So those things that I love doing also have a big impact in my life. I can be able to be happy without much work and without much things. That's all.
Okay.
I'm done.
Thank you so much for that speech, and thank you for sharing all of that with us.
Okay.
So I'll be calling on. Let's see. Okay, so we don't have. Do we have any other guests here who would like to speak?
You have Surya Shat.
Okay.
Surya. Beg your pardon.
Hello. Hello.
Okay. Okay. Can you pick a number, please?
Yes, please.
Okay, so we have question 1, we have question 3, we have question 5, question 6, question 8, 9, and 10, which you can pick.
Yeah, go for 3. Go for 3.
Okay. All right. If you had to choose one book, movie, or song that never fails to uplift your spirits, what would it be and why?
Yes, thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, to all my fellow Toastmasters from around the world, guests, and people who I know, may not know. So, my favorite song, I guess, all time, people have heard all over the world, is Perfect by Ed Sheeran. So this song, whenever I hear for the first time, I was very much, mesmerized and felt in love, because this song is made for two lovers who love each other very much, and when they meet at one point of time at some place, and they see each other, and they feel nice, so this song comes out at that instance, and people feel, both the partners feel very much love towards each other, and dedicate this song to each other. So this song I heard, it was in YouTube, and it has already crossed 1 billion views. I was shocked, but still I downloaded this song in my phone, so that whenever there is no internet, I can listen anytime. Thank you.
Oh, such a beautiful one. Such a beautiful and meaningful one. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. So yeah, we really appreciate. Okay. Hi, TM Clementina. I see your hand is up.
Yes.
Okay.
What numbers do we have left?
So we still have question 1. We have question 5, question 6, question 10.
Okay, I'll do question 10.
Okay. All right, question 10. Can you recall a moment when you felt pure joy and contentment? And how has that memory influenced your pursuit of happiness since then?
Okay, thank you very kindly, our table topics master. Can I recall the moment where I experienced pure joy and happiness, and how has it lived with me since after then? Yes. I would like to start first by the theme of this meeting, because I was grateful when I saw that the theme of this meeting was tied to happiness, because it's something that really I hold strongly and dearly. One moment that I remember that I was very happy was the moment I got my first job. The memory still lingers in my brain. So I recall that I used to work as a call center rep, where we had night shifts, and I hated those night shifts, and I kept praying to God for a breakthrough and for another job. And then I got the opportunity to apply for that, my first job, really. I call it my first job because it was like the first breaker for me. And I remember when I was told that I had qualified for the interview or to get the job, and I announced to my parents. I still have the memory of myself, my mom, and my dad dancing in our compound, and everybody was looking like, what's really going on? And what happened to these people? Why are they this happy? And
that moment for me is priceless. I won't trade it for anything. And it just shows as well that when you expect something, when you put your heart or your mind to something, it comes true, because I was expected, I had an open mind, towards getting that particular opportunity. So I'd like to charge us as Toastmasters today. If you have something in mind that you're hoping or you're looking to get, that you're hopeful about, believe in it and just be happy. And trust me, your happiness would also make your dreams come true. Thank you very kindly, and back to you, Table Topics Master.
Well, thank you so much, TM Clementina. That was a powerful one. At this point, I'd like to bring the table topics section to a close, and I'm sure we all found this really engaging, exciting, and we all had reasons to feel nostalgia, giving one or two speeches that was passed on. So at this point, I would like to hand over back to the Toastmasters of the day. TM Salamatu, please.
Thank you so very much, TM Sharif, for your mirthful presentation. On top of that, with a mirthful smile. And thank you all the speakers for your mirthful presentation. Mr. Ogbonna, TM Ogbonna, you had that mirthful smile on your face throughout your presentation. TM Galal, you were mirthfully going on and on and on. I took a few words from you, the communication channels you had during in your youthful days. Telegram, telephone, and tell a girl. That was mirthful in itself. See, intending Toastmaster Stephanie, your presentation was simply amazing. It was mirthful. Thank you for the courage coming out to speak. Toastmaster is a unique platform where individuals can hone their public speaking skills, leadership skills, and interpersonal skills in a supportive and encouraging environment, whether you're looking at conquering that stage fright or becoming a better communicator. Toastmasters provides you with the tools, resources, and communities to support your growth process. Your courage was admirable and mirthful. And to TM Clem, your presentation, your speech was mirthful. Thank you so very kindly. Now I'll be handing over to the table topic evaluator in person of our one and only Queen of Smile, our President, TM Liz Ihua. Over to you, Madam President.
Thank you most kindly, the Toastmaster of the day. Please, before I give the evaluation, confirm you can hear me?
We can hear you.
And can we also confirm from the timekeeper if all our speakers are legible for voting? I saw there's a poll. Can we get the timing reports from the timekeeper so we know those we are voting for before the evaluation? Because the evaluation might want to make some persons vote for others. We have to be objective. Madam Timekeeper, please confirm.
Thank you, Madam President. The timing for everyone speaking, except for TM Clem, it's not listed, but TM Clem was exactly 2 minutes and 20 seconds. But every other person is listed on the poll.
Okay.
2 minutes, 20
so do we have
seconds in order.
She qualified, everybody qualified, including the intending Toastmaster, Stephen.
Okay, please, do we have the poll? Have everyone voted?
I've
do we
ended
have the
results
ready?
Okay, maybe I should
that's
share
fine.
the poll. Should I reshare it?
Okay.
Yes, please.
That's fine.
Okay,
Yes, please.
hold
Okay,
on.
please, fellow Toastmasters and guests, for those of us who listen, the table topics, the Toastmaster of the day is going to read out the names of the people who gave speeches so that we can vote. A poll is up now. Kindly vote for your best speaker for the day. Madam CMLD, please read out the names again. I would wait.
I sent there, if you take a look at your phone, Madam Evaluator, check your WhatsApp.
Yes, I have that.
Okay.
I have it. I didn't want to come in as the evaluator. I wanted the CMOD to just call out the name, but I could help with that.
Okay.
Our first speaker with the. Do you have it, CM Salamat? Please, do you have it?
I do not have it.
Okay, I have it. I would just call out the names for
All
everyone
right, thank
to
you.
kindly vote on with the poll that will come up now. Our first speaker for the day was Toastmaster Ugonna. Our second speaker was Toastmaster Gali. Our third speaker was intending Toastmaster Stephanie. Our fourth speaker for the day was Toastmaster Surya. Suraj or Surya,
Yeah,
please. Surya, please. And the last speaker, who is the fifth speaker, is Toastmaster Clem. Kindly vote as the poll comes up. Thank you. I'll give us a minute for that before the evaluation.
Please, everyone can vote. Everyone's name and their time card is on the screen.
Madam Timer, please let me know when the poll is over. So I'll just continue the evaluation.
The poll will be closed in another 30 seconds. Please, can we all vote? "15 seconds. Please, can we all vote? We have 5 people here to vote. 10 has voted. No, 6. Has everybody voted? No. Okay.
Okay. Are we good to go now?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very kindly, Madam Timekeeper. Thank you. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, again, good afternoon. My role this time is that of the table topics evaluator for the benefit of our guests. The reason why we had a poll is because here at Toastmasters, we usually like to celebrate everything that is going on. We want to celebrate the best speaker for this day. And that was why we insisted on a poll before the evaluation comes on. And the evaluation is a way to help the speakers get better at what they have done. For us at Toastmasters, feedback is the breakfast of champion. And like it is said, what is not evaluated cannot be measured. So that's what I am here to do, to evaluate and measure all the speakers have done. I'll now begin with our table topics master, who is Toastmaster Sheriff. Toastmaster Sheriff, I would like to congratulate you for such a needful session. The way you carried out the session allowed all our speakers to accept that they wanted to give speech. That was a needful one. Thank you for doing that. And congratulations, this is actually your first time in taking up this challenge. I liked how you began with explaining what the table topics is all about. You introduce yourself as the Minister for Happiness, going with the theme of today's meeting. There's actually no one that would have not needfully want to give a speech. No wonder IT and Stephanie raised her hand first while you called for that. I also liked the fact that you said you insisted on having a Toastmaster as your first speaker. That way, others would needfully want to give such table topic speech. And you insisted, even while you had a volunteer who was not a Toastmaster, that's a good one to go. And that showed the way or paved the way for intending members to raise their hands as well. I liked also the fact that you used the word of the day as a table topics master. For you to encourage people to use the word of the day, you have to lead by that. And you used the word of the day meatfully. I hope I'm getting meatful, the correct word. Now, what I would want to recommend to you as a table topics master is you had 5 questions. On the call, we have 17 members, and I looked through the call. We have more guests than we have more intending members. The Toastmasters meeting, which is usually where we have prepared speeches and unprepared speeches. The table topic session is a time for non-Toastmasters to express themselves, to feel what the Toastmaster is all about. Now, I would recommend that in case of next time, for such time, you give more room to intending members so they can express themselves meaningfully and feel what we are doing here at the meeting. It helps to build their confidence. Another thing I would like to recommend, which I want you to do as a table topics master, is when asking your questions, you could make it more simpler. Shorten the questions that way. Those answering the questions would not have to ask you to repeat the question like what we saw. In between, most of the speakers were like, can you repeat the question? So if you shorten the question, it makes it easier for everyone to understand. But then I liked how you started the session by introducing what the table topics is all about. I'll move now to our very first speaker, who is Toastmaster Ugonna. Toastmaster Ugonna, thank you for raising your hand and for such a meaningful speech that you said when you talked about your question was, can you share a moment when you had a negative situation and you turned it into a positive situation or made it positive overall? As a Toastmaster that you are, you understand the fact that personal stories helps us to connect with our audience. And this was what you did. Sharing your story of when you were ill during your youth service days. And that helped you to learn things newly, because while you were in the hospital, you took your time to learn things that you did not know you could do. In the end, it turned out to be a meaningful one for you, even while you were down. I also like the fact that you were able to ask the question again. Asking the question again gives you as a speaker time to pause and think of what to say. You did that neatfully as a Toastmaster. You ended your story by calling us, giving a call to action, asking us as audience what exactly we feel that situation is that we're having right now, and how we can turn it into a positive one. That is a good way as a speaker to end your speech. Always give a call to action. I'd like to recommend the following for you. I wanted to hear you use the word of the day as a Toastmaster. I did not hear that. You could use the word of the day. While you were speaking, you weren't looking directly to the phone. Remember, on a virtual call like this, your audience is facing your screen. It is good you look at your audience and make them feel that way, that you are looking at them and confidently speaking. You also did not have time that you took pauses. You could take a little pause while speaking and speak more about what you're saying. But I loved that you were able to tell us a personal story and give us a call to action. Thank you for that meatful answer. Toastmaster Gali, the meatful 20 person, the one who started with telling us about your question was describe a place or an activity where that always brings a smile to your face. And you gave us an enthralling, a memorable remark with the fact that you said there were three things that were common during your time: a telephone, a telegram, and telegirl. The activity, you used your personal story in telling us about what gives you happiness. You even sold yourself while giving your speech. Anyone who doesn't know you before would want to go and look out for you now on YouTube. And this is a way to sell yourself, which is what Table Topics is all about. Sell yourself. You did that joyfully well. And you used the word of the way, meatful, meatful, meatful. You even asked us to tell your wife that you used it. That was enthralling. And making us know that comedy gives you happiness is something to also go by with. However, there's something I would like to recommend while you were speaking. Your camera was down. You were too close to your camera. I needed you to be back so I could see that hand gesture where you were talking about the meatful expression and the comedy. But I loved how you gave your speech. Telephone, telegram, and telegirl. Thank you for such a meatful delivery. Intending Toastmasters, Stephanie. First, let me begin by congratulating you for taking up the bold step to wanting to answer that question. That was meatful to know you could do that. How do you define happiness in your own life? And how do you cultivate it? You answered by stating that you thought when you were a child, you thought happiness was all about money. But you grew older knowing that happiness is about the people around you, your intentionality about the thing you do, which you shared your story about, talking about your family. That was good to hear from. Telling us such things makes your audience believe more in what you are speaking about and how to go about them. You said we could avoid negativity. This is what you avoid, whatever doesn't keep you happy, you avoid it. And you love to do the things you like to keep yourself happy. That was a good one. I'd like to recommend to you, intending Toastmaster Stephanie, that when you're giving a speech and you're talking about somebody making you happy, your facial expression would make us know that truly that person makes you happy. Now, when you were speaking about your family and the joy they give to you, let there be a smile on your face. It goes a long way. And in a meeting like this, when a word of the day is given, you could use the word of the day. But you gave us a great delivery. Don't stop speaking. Don't stop attempting. Keep speaking whenever you're called upon to do so. Thank you for that needful delivery. Toastmaster Surai, please permit me if I murdered your name, which I know I just did. Your question was, if you had a chance to choose a book, a song, or a movie that would lift your spirit, what would that be and why? You told us that the song you would choose is Perfect. Thank you first for attempting to do that. Now, I kind of like missed out on your response, Toastmaster Suraj, where you were talking about the perfect. I did not get to hear where who the singer is, though you asked us to go to YouTube, but I did not hear who sang the song, but I got the name of the song. You could do well in telling us who sang the song, and you could even sing the song for others to memorize. That way it will be easy for us to remember who sang the song. As a Toastmaster, I wanted to see your face, the face behind the voice. You had a lovely voice, by the way. You had lovely pauses, which was a good one. I only wanted to like see the face and then get to know more about the song. You could also still type that for us to make research on who sang the song. But that was a great thing to know that you have a song that uplifts your spirit. As a Toastmaster, I would also recommend that you use the word of the day when delivering such table topics. Our last speaker was Toastmaster Clementina. Recall a moment when you felt joy and happiness and how it has helped you in. Toastmaster Clem, thank you for such a meaningful speech. You started meaningfully by telling us, even your smile would let us know that something really happened to you that gave you joy. You told us a personal story of how you got a job that you had been longing for and how you shared this with your family. The impact of that job, you still feel it today because of what it brought to you. Telling a personal story helps your audience connect, and you did that meaningfully. You used the word of the day. You even added the theme of the meeting to your story. That was a good one to go by. I, however, have a recommendation for you, TM Clem. There was a time where I almost lost what you were saying because you did not pause at that time. When you are given a speech, sometimes we just need to take that pause. Be sure that your audience are listening to you, because when you're speaking, you're trying to connect with others. So others could connect well, you take that pause. But that was a very good delivery, and your story was mind-blowing. Congratulations on the job, and congratulations on that which gives you joy. Now, that's the evaluation. I would ever like to end with this, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Whenever we are called upon to give speeches, let us take out that time to deliver such speech and deliver it neatfully. Truth is, it can only get better when you try something new. So don't be scared when you're called upon to speak. Come out and speak in a needful manner. Now it's back to you, the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you.
Thank you so very kindly, Madam Table Topic Evaluator. Your meaningfulness is second to none. You have that meaningful smile on your face, gladdening all of us throughout this meeting. So next, I will be calling up on the General Evaluator to give us his report. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Toastmaster of the Day. It's a pleasure to be back here again. And before I dive into my report as a General Evaluator, I would like to bring back members of my evaluation team to deliver their report. And the first member of my evaluation team I'll be bringing on to the lectern is the grammarian. Our grammarian for today is distinguished Toastmaster Shide Chukwude Madu. With a resounding applause, join me in welcoming her back to the lectern to deliver our grammarian's report. DTM Madu, the lectern is yours.
Thank you most graciously, the General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Indeed, I am excited, I am thrilled, and I am grateful. I remember I gave us a target of 20, to strive to use the word of the day at least 20 times. One person decided to give me a run for my money and you said 20, I can give you extra. It's interesting to note that the word of the day for today's meeting was used a whooping 44 times.
Wow. Wow. That's fantastic.
At the start of the meeting, yes, everyone unmuted used the word of the day. That was not included in this count of 44. But I did hear our general evaluator use the word of the day 3 times. Toastmaster Clementina used the word of the day once, and she used it as meatfully. Toastmaster Galal used the word of the day 8 times.
Wow.
Toastmaster Sharif used it once. Toastmaster Salamatu, a Toastmaster of the day, used the word 10 times.
Wow.
And the table topics evaluator, Toastmaster Liz, used the word of the day 22 times.
Wow.
Mind
22.
blown.
Yeah.
Fellow Toastmasters and guests, there were some very interesting words and phrases that I heard through the course of the meeting. Toastmaster Clementina, when she was speaking, used the word keen attention. And this was when she was introducing her role as the listening evaluator. And I thought that was interesting. She could have used words like to pay close attention, but she did use that word keen. That it felt fresh. Keen means sharp, focused, intense. And I think that was well done. She also used the phrase when she was speaking, tabletop, to say, the memory still lingers in my brain. And that phrase for me just creates a sense of, it creates that phrase for me, pardon me, creates a sense of reflective thinking. It was like at that point, she was transported back to that moment, which is what made her use that phrase. It still lingers. The memory still lingers in my brain. I think that was really figurative. We also had words like bombshell that was used by Toastmaster Galal, and he used an alliteration which I found very exciting. Telephone, telegram, tell a girl. Now, for those who who might not understand, alliteration is when the first consonant of a word is used in repeated fashion. So telephone, telegram, tell a girl. It just rings in your brain. And I think that also sort of syncs with the rule of 3. When you say something 3 times, it just sinks in the minds of your listeners. So well done, Toastmaster Galal, for that. He also used the phrase, 2 ears and 1 tongue. We're used to hearing 2 ears and 1 mouth. But this is the first time I'm hearing 2 ears and 1 tongue. So well done, and thank you for sharing your beautiful story with us. I also I heard a word like mesmerized that was used by Sawyer. Toastmaster Sharif used the word nostalgia. I think these were words that just struck me when I heard them. Like, oh, right, these are very interesting words. They're not like everyday words that were used. And these are the kind of words that we can infuse into our vocabulary to stand us out when we're engaging with others. I want to highlight some words that I think were not pronounced correctly. Words like listen. The T in that word should be silent. So it's listen, listen. American will say listen. British will say listen. So just pay close attention. And when you want to pronounce the word, the T is silent. Also, someone said have a big impact in my life. I would expect that to say have a big impact on my life. The word evaluator is several people have pronounced it as evaluator. It's not evaluator. The first word, yes, is an E, but it's pronounced as an I when you do the pronunciation grammar. So it's evaluation, right? And also repeating words, instead of saying very, very, you could say extremely. Instead of saying small, small, you could say minute. You could say absolutely small, extremely small. That just creates a sense of what to say something huge or something minute. Instead of repeating the word, you use those adverbs to more like blow them out. Overall, we have used the English language spectacularly, and to also make us aware of how we use the word Toastmaster. Sometimes we get lazy and we say TM, TM. TM could be anything. TM could be throw me, take me. So we want to know you're addressing a Toastmaster. Let us use the word Toastmaster, whether you're writing or you're using it orally. Toastmaster Ibrahim, Toastmaster Elizabeth, Toastmaster Galal, not TM, TM, TM. And that's it from me as the grammarian for today. And back to you, Mr. General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Chidi Chukwudemadu. That was a very comprehensive evaluation, just like a master would. I would like us to give her a resounding applause for that wonderful delivery of our report, please. Thank you very much, Madam Grammarian. And with that, I'll be moving on to the accounter, the Queen of Smiles. For the accounter report, I'd like to bring back to the lectern the club president, Toastmaster Liz Iwoha.
Thank you very kindly, General Evaluator. Thank you. Today's meeting was, how do I put that now? I think everyone was trying to avoid using the filler words. That was why we didn't have so many people talking. But those who spoke used my advice, having a pause, smiling, and avoiding the filler words. Though we still had some few persons that used the filler words, which made us look like we were having a meeting with the word and so we had so much of and so and so we could look into that. Think Toastmaster using those post filler words could make our words could make our audience get distracted. We could avoid using it makes it uncertain that you're not sure of the word that you want to use. We had those words used about 10 times. We had and used about 6 times. Yes, these were spotted out from Toastmaster Sharif, Toastmaster Clem, and Toastmaster Suraj. So you could look into the post filler words and just take a pause, smile, then continue using your word. But if you look at the meeting, generally the post filler words were not much. So it's back to you now, the general evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Liz, Madam President. Let us give her a resounding applause for that wonderful report. Thank you, TM Liz. The fact that the post filler words were not much is because you did a great job in explaining your role to us. Well done. And with that, I'll be calling on to the listening evaluator, Toastmaster Clementina Otabo, to give us a report of our role. Toastmaster Clementina, the virtual lectern is yours.
Okay. Jolly good afternoon again to everyone. And I am back here after using 2 of my ears. I'm back to give the report with my one tongue. And as the listening evaluator today, I'll be asking questions. See how well we have paid attention. Observe during this meeting today. I hope I'm being heard.
You've been heard.
You
Fantastic.
are breaking. I don't know if it's from my side.
Okay, the reception from my end doesn't seem great. How about now?
Fair enough.
It's okay.
Brilliant. Okay, so the first question for me would be, someone on this call today said he is writing a book about his wife. What is the title of that book? And
the title of the book is
who is the person?
Toastmaster Galal.
Yeah.
Hey. And what's the title of the book?
I am because of my wife, a guide to a happy life.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't hear that.
I am because of my wife, a guide to a happy life.
Fantastic. Wow, wow, wow. We all listened very well. Thank you so much for that. On this call again today, someone made a statement saying, shift our focus from what we don't have to what we have. Who made that statement?
The Toastmaster of the day. The Toastmaster of the day.
Toastmaster
Salamatu, I think.
The audio, I'm unable to hear clearly. Is it from my end?
I think
Could you say that again?
I said
okay, sorry, who made the statement? Toastmaster Salamatu. Wow, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. That was so meaningful. And finally, the theme is to be, the theme to be happy. The theme to being happy is knowing that you have power to know what to accept and what to let go. Who said that?
Toastmaster Messi.
My able he said that. Thank you very much. And I'm very happy that we all used our 2 ears very well and our one tongue mirthfully throughout the session. And back to you, our general evaluator.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Clementina. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Clementina. Let us give another set of round of applause. Please. Thank you. That's a wonderful delivery of your role, Toastmaster Clementina. And with that, I'll be bringing in my final role player, and that's the timer. Do we still have Toastmaster Messi on the call? At the present, Toastmaster Messi is not on the call. And with that, I will be standing in for her in delivering a report. I think the only section we are to time is the table topic session, and all the speakers were within time. So that's well done. And with that, I will be segueing into my own general evaluator's report. First and foremost, I would like to commend the executives of LEARNTOR Toastmasters Club for being punctual at this meeting. When the meeting started around 3 p.m., most of the assigned role players were on the call. Well done for that. I would like to say well done for the branding as well. When the target at times was reading out the pledge and the Toastmasters promise, all the slides that were shared were really branded and made us look like professional. That is fantastic. I like the fact that the meeting started on time. I like the fact that even though we didn't have a lot of role players at the time, but our president was able to arrange for people to volunteer. They say Toastmasters wear many hats, and for the people that volunteer, wow, you did your roles masterfully well. Well done. I like the fact that the SAA organized for us to do the pledge, the Toastmasters promise, and also introduced Madam President. Madam President introduced to us the theme of today's meeting, recognize the presence of important personality, and made us feel welcome at LEARNTOR. The Toastmaster of the day was fantastic in playing her role. She did it wonderfully well throughout the meeting, and she used the word of the day so many times, mirthfully also. That was well done. Our general evaluator looked nice. And the members of the evaluation team, Toastmaster Mercy playing the role of the timer. She did that impromptu and she did it wonderfully well. Toastmaster Lizzie playing a counter. She's a pro. Our listening evaluator, Toastmaster Clementina, played her role very well. And our grammarian for today, DTM, not distinguished Tromi, but distinguished Toastmaster Chide Chukwudi Mado. I like the fact that the word of the day actually blended with the theme of today's meeting. And even though she had to play the role of grammarian, like impromptu, she played it fantastically well, and that's why she is distinguished. Well done, ma. For the tip topic session, Toastmaster Sheriff said he's our Chief Happiness Officer, and he made us happy by delivering his role fantastically well. The evaluation of the role has been done by Toastmaster Liz, and I wouldn't want to dive into that, but I enjoyed that. We had diverse questions. We took 5 tip topics questions, and that was fantastic. Toastmaster Liz was the Toastmaster that wear too many hats today. She is the president, the art counter, and a tip topics evaluator, and she evaluated the tip topic session masterfully well. I like the fact that she ensured that the voting for the session was done properly. That is well appreciated. Well done. We had a lot of fantastic tip topic speakers today. My fellow Seasider, Toastmaster Ugona was the first speaker. Toastmaster Gala Zaki, a very funny man, delivered a very fantastic tip topic speech. That was enjoyable. That was refreshing. Well done. We had Toastmaster Stephanie Ogushi responding as well. Toastmaster Surya Chat, the man that loves Ed Sheeran. And we had Toastmaster Clementina, our listener evaluator, also responding to the tip topic session. That was well done. This meeting, I enjoyed it. My only recommendation was that since we did not have a prepared speech, I would have loved us to have a break during the meeting for us to network and get to know each other a little bit. I would also recommend that in terms of preparation, we need to do a little bit better. Let us have all the role players set before the start of the meeting. And also in terms of preparation as well, on the agenda, the theme of the meeting was when there is a will, there is a way. But we later got to find out that the theme of the meeting is finding happiness. And at today's meeting, I've found a lot of happiness. My final recommendation will be for the Toastmaster, the Tip Topics Master, CM Sheriff. I know you played your role masterfully well, and I know that you're one of our newer Toastmasters. When it comes to Tip Topic session, one of the things you want to do is this. Pay attention to whatever speech a table topic speaker delivers. And after the speech, try to quote at least a line or at least the whole essence of the speech. And just as a recap, before you transition to the next speaker, that will show that you're paying attention to the speech. And I will encourage the speaker. But all in all, I've had a good time at today's meeting and I've enjoyed myself. I've learned a lot and I've laughed and it's been a pleasure. And with that, I would like to return the control of the meeting to our delectable Toastmaster of the day, the woman with a mirthful presence, Toastmaster Salamatu Yakubu. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so very kindly, Mr. General Evaluator. Your mirthfulness throughout this meeting is over the top. You are so wonderful. Thank you. So I'll go ahead now to announce the results of the table topic speakers. The winner for this the table topic speech goes to Toastmaster Galal Zaki. The second place goes to Toastmaster Surya. The third place, which is like it's a match, goes to intending Toastmasters Stephanie and Toastmaster Clementina. Let's give all our speakers a resounding round of applause for their courage to come out to speak. This is the whole essence of Toastmasters platform. We can come here, become more confident, improve our skills, leadership skills, interpersonal skills in a very supportive and encouraging environment. I'll encourage every one of us to continue to show up during table topic session to continually grow and improve on our skills. I also want to thank everyone that have spoken, for the role player, for standing up to the occasion, to take up roles and make this meeting a memorable one and a great one at that. Thank you for the opportunity, for challenging yourself and for recognizing the power of your words and action. Now I'll be handing over to Toastmaster Elizabeth, our president. Over to you, Madam President.
Thank you very kindly, our TMOD, our Toastmaster of the day, not throw me away, throw me out of the door. Our Toastmaster of the day, thank you so kindly. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, you're going to do me a favor. If you feel we've had a meatful session with our Toastmaster of the day, the general evaluator, and every role player, I need you to unmute your mic and please give them a resounding round of applause. Can we all do that, please? If you think they deserve it. If you cannot clap, you can use the emoji. Please, let's appreciate them. Let's appreciate them. Thank you very kindly. Thank you. And thank you for that clap. Thank you so kindly, Toastmaster Salamat and every role player. Toastmaster Ajani, thank you very kindly. Our general evaluator, the president of Seaside Toastmasters, thank you for coming out here to give us this feedback, which you have shared with us today. It's really appreciated, and we would work on the feedback that you have given to us. Toastmaster Gali, thank you for joining our meeting. It's always fun having you around, and I like when you answer our table topic session. That's the beautiful thing about Toastmasters. You can join any club's meeting and have fun. Thank you so kindly. To our guests, before we close the meeting, I would just like to hear from our guests. If you're here on this call and you're a guest, we would like to hear from you. First, your name, where you're based, how you heard about the meeting, and their impression about the meeting. There's 4 questions. Your name, where you're based, how you heard about today's meeting, and your impression about the meeting. Can we go ahead now to hear from our guest who's going to take up that bold step?
Good evening,
okay,
everyone.
Desmond. Good evening. Good evening, Desmond.
All right, Okange Desmond by name. I stayed at Bega. I heard about the meeting online. Like I told the president before, Toastmaster Lizzie, that AI recommended Toastmaster club for me to improve myself in terms of giving speech. And I was really excited and grateful to see that the meeting, that I can join the meeting from anywhere I am, and I was keen to, be part of the club and see how it goes. And to be honest, I'm grateful that it was worth it, and I'm grateful to everyone. Thank you all.
Thank you, and welcome to LEARNTOR Toastmasters. We can see the thing about innovation. AI is now recommending Toastmasters. Whatever you want to learn, AI is going to recommend Toastmasters for you. Thank you. Glad to have you here, intending Toastmaster Desmond. Glad you could join. Well done. Okay, intending Toastmaster Cynthia, can we hear from you?
Hi, good evening. My name is Cynthia Efagwayo. I'm very pleased to be here in your midst today. I was working then in the office. I was told about Toastmasters. I don't know if she will permit me though, but I heard about Toastmasters from your president, Madam Elizabeth Duoha, and I am someone who was very, passionate about writing, about reading. And then she told me about Toastmasters, and I was like, wow, I guess my my dreams are finally coming true. So I'm very happy, and I'm here in your midst, and I know that it's a good place. It's the right place, and it's the right decision. And very soon I'll also become a Toastmasters, and that's all I have to say. I'm so happy I'm here. Thank you.
Thank you, and we're looking forward to having you join us. Thank you for showing interest, the willingness to join. Intending Toastmaster Cynthia and intending Toastmaster Desmond yesterday joined the contest. Intending Toastmaster Cynthia was present physically at the Division F contest, and Desmond watched it online. They showed their interest and they were there with us yesterday. That's good to know. Keep joining meetings like this and keep learning. You'll get better. Toastmaster Gali. Telegram, telephone, telegirl.
Thank you so much. I'm Galal from Egypt, but I'm traveling. I'm in Jordan now. That's why I'm holding the cell phone with one hand and trying to communicate with the other one. Thank you so much for a mirthful event, and thanks to Clementina for reminding me of what my mother told me, 70 something years ago. I'm working I was in advertising. I came out in many television commercials throughout the region, and I would love to share my experience with you in effective communication and creativity. By the way, this is the 70th Table Topic Award I'm getting in 3.5 months. Thank you so much. And if I can get a copy, I'll share it all over social media. All the women above 60 are madly in love with me. I produced 5,000 pencils that I gave away that read, I actually met Galal Zaki. So I would love to have a session for you guys on effective communication. I won many awards in advertising, and I practiced and I taught. So anytime, if you, I put my contact number, WhatsApp number, and my website. So is there a possibility of getting the award, a copy of the award on WhatsApp? And I learned about this session from a group that we're all on that says happening today, happening now. Happening now group.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Master Galal. Thank you for joining. Please, if you could reply on that platform. I was the one who dropped the invitation. You could just reply me. I would have your WhatsApp, so we would send you the results, the name.
Okay.
That's your result for this. Yes, please just respond to the flyer on that platform, and I would get your number. Send me a private
flyer
message.
Is on the chat, or where is the flyer?
That's on happening
now.
Toastmasters.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
I dropped the link there, so you just reply, and I would get back to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Take
for
care.
joining. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. Ade George, you raised your hand earlier.
Yes, I wanted to introduce myself. I'm new. My name is Ade George, and I was introduced by Toastmaster was introduced to me by Salamatu this morning. We were speaking regarding another matter, and she told me about Toastmaster, and I said, please let me join if that's okay. And she sent me the link, and I've actually been very captivated. I'm totally blown away by how you all are able to take words and just make it sound beautiful. And this is incredible, incredibly exciting. And it's been a very, very, should I say mirthful experience for me today. So thank you so much for having me. I'm sorry I'm unable to share my video at the moment because of where I am. Hopefully next time you'll be able to see me. But for now, thank you so much. I appreciate this platform, and thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for joining, even with a short notice, and we're glad that you enjoyed the meeting. We're looking forward to having you as a member of Toastmasters. It's the session, let's put it this way, the session is even half. What you people had today is half. You did not hear prepared speeches. Now imagine if a Toastmaster had given a speech. So we would like to have you attend other meetings. We'll share the link with you. I'll get your contact from Toastmaster Salamat, and we'll keep in touch with you. Thank you for joining. Stephanie, you would like to speak with us? Stephanie, please go ahead.
Well, I want to say thank you to Toastmaster, and also to my very, 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 very good friend. He's the one that made this effort. He pushed me. He said that if you want to fail online. They are ready to teach you. They're ready to mark out your mistakes and also make you learn. I know I'm very, very poor when it comes to communication and giving out speech. All this is just so new to me. But I learned a new word today, which is mirthful. And I'm glad that something like this ever exists. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so glad. I don't know how to say it, but I'm happy. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Glad to know you're glad. We're happy to know you're glad. And by the way, that did not feel like you're shy about speaking in public. You sounded so good. The only thing I could sense there was that maybe you were in a place where you could not keep your phone. That was what I observed. You were holding your phone. It did not sound like someone who is scared. So whoever is making you feel
I'm
like you're scared,
100%. I'm
no, you're not.
100%
You're not.
was.
Maybe in
I don't know what
Toastmasters,
to,
some
I
of
don't want
you.
to fill up. That's why I have a pride to protect because I was asked to come here and embarrass myself.
Please go back and tell the person you did not embarrass yourself. If you want to watch the video, we have it on YouTube. You can go back and watch it if you
Thank
embarrassed yourself
you.
or not.
Thank you
You
so
did not
much.
embarrass yourself. You did really well. Your friend is he a Toastmaster? Is he one of
Yes.
us?
Yes.
Oh, may we know your friend, please? Who's the person?
Ugonna. Anyanwu.
Oh wow. Okay, okay. So you did not he saw that. He knows you did not. You can go back and ask him if how you did. That was a bold step. Thank you for joining, and please feel free to always join meetings like this. We're called upon to speak. Just speak. Speak. You discover you are developing and gaining more confidence as you speak. The best way to learn is to practice. That's the best way to learn. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone that has spoken to us today. Thank you for joining us on this call. Before we call the meeting to a close, I'd like to make a few announcements about our district conference, which is coming up in May. Toastmasters is made up, for the benefit of our guests, Toastmasters is made up of clubs. After the club, we have the area, then we have the division, and then we have the districts. The districts for us, our district is District 94, made up of clubs from West and Central Africa. And we'll be having our district conference in May. It's open to everyone who wants to join. The fee is $100, which is in Nigeria, it's 100,000 naira in Nigeria fee. If you would like to join us at Abuja, it's a 5-day event. It promises to be enthralling. It's a time worth spending. It's going to be a meatful session, a meatful conference. Let's put it that way, because we are breaking bridges through communication. That's the theme of our conference this year. We're also celebrating 100 years as an international club. Toastmasters is 100 and District 94 is 10 years. So we have double celebration, which we're celebrating. You don't want to miss our conference. Please, if you can, it's open for everyone. If you can, let me know. We're going to send you the link to the registration. You register and be there with us. You would enjoy and get to network with people from other parts of African country. You can see we have someone from Egypt who is in our midst today. Beautiful thing about joining Toastmasters is you meet people from different parts of the world and you build your network. Remember, our network increases our net worth. So build your network through Toastmasters and break bridges through communication. This is what we do. We're looking forward to seeing you there. Before the meeting finally comes to a close, DTM Chidi just added that there'll be lots of games, lots of music to dance to. And Abuja people told us yesterday that we have a lot of suya. Remember, Abuja is the home of suya. We have a lot of suya to eat. Please join us if you can. You have fun. I want to call on the committee chair for our in Toastmasters. Every year we usually have new set of ESCOs. We have set up a committee to look into the new set of ESCOs, and we have the chairperson present here with us who would like to give us an announcement from that office so we can know those who we're going to vote for. Please permit me, in a few seconds, distinguished Toastmaster Chidi Chukwudemadu would be talking to us about those who have been nominated for offices. Our club is based in Lagos, Nigeria. Toastmaster Gal. Yeah, thank you.
I'm Tony Elumeru Foundation. I got his CEO twice to Egypt. And
Wow.
I got them 70 applicants from Egypt.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. That's
Wow.
awesome. That's awesome. Good to know that. Good to know that.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. DTM Chidi, please go ahead. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very kindly, Madam President. Fellow Toastmasters, and good evening once again. I will very quickly just run through the members that have been nominated for several roles, several offices. I will start with the office of the Sergeant at Arms. And what's going to happen is after today, if you hear your name for any office and you have concerns or you have questions to ask, you want clarification, or you're just not sure of what it is that's expected from you, please feel free to reach out to me after the meeting, and we'll have that conversation and provide clarity to you before we go to the polls. So you will hear names that would appear, your members have been nominated for more than one office. Don't panic. So if you hear your name and you'll be nominated for 2, 3, 5 offices, please do not panic. We'll still go through the rigors of voting. So after today, we'll allow 48 hours for anyone who has any kind of concerns or need clarification to reach out to provide that feedback to the member or to the nominated contender. After 48 hours, the link for the voting will be sent to the group link, to the WhatsApp group, and will allow 72 hours for voting. At the end of voting, we will return with the results of that voting. So for the office of the Sergeant at Arms, we have Toastmaster Abdulrahman, we have Toastmaster Sheriff, we have Toastmaster Olasimbo, we have Toastmaster Olushola, we have Toastmaster Clementina, and Toastmaster Kelechi. So Toastmaster Kelechi is not eligible because Toastmaster Kelechi's renewal has not been done. So Treasurer, we have Toastmaster Salamatu, we have Toastmaster Clementina, we have Toastmaster Chidima, we have Toastmaster Oloruntobi, and we have Toastmaster Sheriff. For Secretary, we have Toastmaster Sheriff, we have Toastmaster Abdurrahman, we have Toastmaster Oloruntobi, and we have Toastmaster Salamatu. For Vice President Public Relations, we have Toastmaster Chidima, we have Toastmaster Mercy, we have Toastmaster Oloruntobi, we have Toastmaster Salamatu, we have, right, so Toastmaster Salamatu. I'm not going to bother with the members who are not eligible for this office. So that means for the office of the Sergeant at Arms, we have 5 nominees for that office. For the office of the Treasurer, we have 5 nominees. For the office of the Secretary, we have 3 nominees. Now, for Vice President Public Relations, we have Toastmaster Chidima, we have Toastmaster Mercy. I have read out these names, but overall for Vice President Public Relations, we have 4 eligible nominees. For Vice President membership, we do have 5 members that were nominated: Toastmaster Chidima, Toastmaster Oloruntobi, Toastmaster Clementina, Toastmaster Olushola, and Toastmaster Abdurrahman. For Vice President Education, we do have 6 eligible members. We have Toastmaster Chidima, we have Toastmaster Oloruntobi, we have Distinguished Toastmaster Harriet, we have Toastmaster Olushola, we have Toastmaster Elizabeth, and we have Toastmaster Clementina. For the Office of the President, we have 3 eligible contenders. We have Toastmaster Olushola, we have Toastmaster Clementina, and we have Toastmaster Elizabeth. So these are the nominees that we have for the various offices. What I would do is for each of the nominated members, I will send you the offices that you have been nominated for. So feel free to let me know if you want to go to the polls on that. all of the offices you've been nominated for, or if you would rather stick to one office. At the end of the voting period, what will happen is when we have the results, because for all of the offices except the office of the president, we will have for example, vice president education. We will have the chief vice president education, and we'll have the vice president education too, who is going to be a backup to the vice president education. So for all the other offices, the vice president education, membership, public relations, then the club secretary, sergeant at arms, and treasurer, we will have the main officer and the officer too. Right. How we tend to determine this is after the voting. So the member with the highest number of votes will become the officer one. That's the main officer. Then the member with the second highest number of votes will become the support officer. In the event that we have two members with the same number of votes, if any of those members have been also voted in another office, the member will choose which office he or she wants to hold, which will then automatically open up the second office for someone else to step into. We'll put all these in the vote notes that will accompany the link to the vote. To look out for the vote by Wednesday morning. It will be open until Saturday evening, at which time the votes window will be closed, and we will collect the result based on the votes that have been cast and present the results to the club at our next club meeting. So that's the report from the Electoral Committee. Back to you, Madam President.
Okay, thank you very kindly to you and the members of the team for that report. We would look out for that, and I would just like to remind every member here to remember our promise, which we take at the Toastmasters before the meeting. One of the things we say is to serve my club when called upon to do so. This is the time to keep to our promise. Remember the values of Toastmasters of integrity, of respect, service, and excellence. It's a time to serve the club. The beautiful thing about finding happiness is finding your purpose and using your purpose wisely. Just on Friday, someone mentioned to me that whenever you want to leave Earth, make sure you leave Earth empty, meaning all the values you came to this world with, you have left it here on Earth, and people have felt your impacts. Serving humanity is a time where people feel your impact. What we are being paid for is not really the service. It's not really who we are. It is when we serve, when we are not being paid, that speaks more about who we are. So I'm urging us, for those of us that are being called to serve, whatever capacity you know you cannot serve at, please notify the committee and let them know. Serve where you are best at, so that we'll get the best from you and the club will not suffer because of any office that is lagging behind. Don't take the title, take the responsibility and give your best. Remember the favorite quote I usually say, the world is full of good people. If you cannot find one, be one. The club needs good officers. Please let's serve the club and let us make ourselves better. Serving this club this time, I can tell you I have become a better version of myself. It's interesting to serve, sincerely. So please open your mind to serve as they reach out to you, and let us know the capacity you can serve in. Don't just collect a title. Thank you very kindly. With that being said, we have overshot our time, but we needed to do this. So I would like for two members to call an adjournment of this meeting. Our next meeting, for the benefit of our guests, our next meeting will be in May. We usually have meetings twice a month. Our next meeting will be on the 11th of May. That is a physical meeting at Ikeja GRA at Lagos Energy Academy. But for those who cannot join us physically, you can always join us online via the link. While the second meeting in May will be on the third Sunday of the month. That will be on the 19th of May. So 11th and 19th are our next meeting. On that 19th, we will be having a health talk. It will be online, but we'll be having a health talk because it's a day presided to World Hypertension Day. So we'll have a doctor come talk to us about how to live healthy and how to check our blood pressure and how to help survivors of blood pressure. To be an exciting one, please join us if you can. Thank you, everyone. 2 members, please call for adjournment of the meeting. We need 2 members to call for adjournment of this meeting.
I, Toastmaster Chidima, hereby call for the adjournment of the meeting to 11th of May, 2024.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chidima. Who is supporting her?
Hi, Toastmaster Sheriff seconds the motion to adjourn the meeting to the 11th of May, 2024.
Thank you very kindly, Toastmaster Sheriff. And with that, the meeting for this day, 21st of April, 2024, is officially called to a close. Thank you, everyone, and have a happy week. Thank you for joining.
Everyone. Have a blessed week ahead. Bye.
Thank you. Toastmaster Salamat, congratulations. Thank you for this. Thank you. Toastmaster Sheriff, well done. Toastmaster Salamat, you did great.
Congratulations, CMOD.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
This is actually my second time of playing that role. The last time I played was maybe 2019.
Wow.
And
See, that's